Apparently, getting paid $25 million isn't enough for Tom Brady to be made fun of. I'm the DA.
And I'm James the Greek.
And this is Man Cave Sports. Welcome to another edition of Man Cave Sports. I am the DA, that's James Koulianos. And we today are going to talk about the roast of the GOAT, the man, the myth, the legend, the absolute Jets killer himself, Tom Brady. And man, it got down and dirty. Let's step it back here, though. Tom Brady reportedly got paid $25-30 million to get made fun of. That's not a bad thing because James doesn't pay me anything, and I make fun of him all the time, and he makes fun of me. So how do you feel about that? Would you take $25 million to get made fun of? We would do it for free.
The dirty, disgusting, ridiculously bad things that I would do for $25 million, I won't even discuss on this show.
Right? That's a thing I was thinking about. Like, I remember, like, every single time you're on a golf course, you're hanging out, having some drinks with friends, eventually comes at, like, you'll say, for $5 million, would you? And generally my answer is usually always yes, because it's like, I don't really have too many lines that I wouldn't cross. $25 million to get made fun of, to get super uber personal. Yeah, I don't have a line there.
For $25 million, I will let you beat my mother in front of me.
Well, you don't like your mom, though, so that doesn't really count. That doesn't count, James.
All right.
But so Netflix did their roast of Tom Brady. Apparently got over like 13 million views so far on Netflix.
The roast of Tom Brady live on Netflix.
No fucking problem.
They paid him $25-30 million. We don't even know. Either way, it was a lot of money, but Tom Brady's having some regrets and having to think about his life and his actions that led him to that place. And understandably, though, he is talking about his family and his kids taking the brunt of the ridicule. And while his kids weren't made fun of directly, they're taking it to heart and they're having a hard time with it. While James, yes, the $25 million is a ton of money. Do you think it's fair for Tom Brady to be able to sit back and regret the decision with knowing kind of what you're getting into?
Okay, so a few things. First and foremost, if I'm Netflix and I just gave Tom Brady $25 million and he has the balls to go out there and say, well, I kind of regret it. You didn't kind of regret cashing the check, did you? Nope. And as far as Tom Brady's kids, they have a privileged, wonderful life because of the $25 million, plus all the other money that Tom Brady's made. He's made my life miserable as a Jet fan. So you think I give a rat's ass about his kids? About Giselle? I'm tired of Tom Brady. Oh, he's so good looking. Oh, he's the greatest quarterback of all time. Oh, he can have any woman he wants. And I'm going to feel bad because his kids got made fun of a little bit?
It's not feeling bad that the kids got made fun of. The kids never got made fun of. But here's the interesting thing to me, and this is my problem with the whole thing. One, we know what the roasts are. We know it. I get it. When it's on Comedy Central, it's a little bit more PG because they don't show you the real roast, right? But you see the real roast behind closed doors. It's brutal. Like, they get after you. And Tom Brady's not the most private of people, right? These things have been public, like what happened with his marriage. Obviously, being a football player, he had a documentary basically he made himself. So he's very public. You have to know they're going to go for the jugular. They're going to talk about your teammates. They're going to get personal. They're going to get in there and get after it. I have a hard time believing that he didn't think it was going to go so personal.
Of course he knew that it was going to go so personal. I mean, what is he, a Cro-Magnon? Should we start calling him Mongo? He has a brain. He couldn't figure out that this was going to happen, knowing he's never seen a roast before. Anybody who has half a brain knows what's going to happen. If you're out there in TV, on any sort of reality show, and that's really what a roast is, it's truly reality, people are making fun of your foibles, you should know what to expect. I have a friend who was offered an exorbitant amount of money to be on a reality show. And he was smart enough to realize that it would damage his family. So he said, screw it. I don't need the money that bad. Now, me personally, like I said, I would do some depraved things for that kind of money. But when you have that kind of money, what's an extra 25 million on the pile?
Another 25 million, I get it when you have that type of money. That is a difference maker though too, especially after going through a divorce, after going through everything he's gone through, lost a lot of money in crypto with that whole like shady business. And so I get the whole taking the money. The regretting and not knowing it was personal, that to me I can't get past. I'm sorry, there's nothing there for me. I do have a problem though too in the roast when he asked about Ross to stop making a joke about the owner and stop making jokes. That to me, that shows either one of two things: that there were rules ahead of time, or that he has a little personal spot for the owner and he doesn't want to get hurt there.
Let's back it up 1 second. You said when Bob Ross was making those jokes, Bob Ross is dead. You were thinking about Jeffrey Ross.
Jeff Ross. You know what I'm talking about. I know. I'm sorry. That's another bald and beautiful man. I am sorry, Jeff. I'm not really beautiful, but Jeff, I'm sorry.
Was he painting happy little insults?
Happy. Yes. He was making fun of Bob Kraft, and that's where I got the Bob. I apologize. But he was making fun of Bob Kraft, and Tom took it personal, did not want that one to be said. I'm telling you, you're telling me you got Tom Brady. You're about to do a roast, and there is no conversations ahead of time about what's on the table, what's going to happen, or maybe they didn't do that, and that's going to change from now on. Whenever they do a celebrity, whenever they do somebody that's not within that comedian little circle, they're going to have these sit downs and say, dude, nothing is off the table, and if you want, like, if there's one little thing that we can't do, we have to make it extremely clear beforehand, because this changed the game. Like, this roast was bigger, badder than I had ever seen, and it's going to change the roasting game from here on out. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you click the like button. More likes equals more great content for you. And if you haven't, subscribe now.